thank you again for coming with me. I don't know how to express how embarrassed I am about what happened back there at the shop. I'm terribly sorry that they dragged you into that nonsense. You were just trying to give me some company, and instead you had to witness that shameful behavior. When I had mentioned before that my family didn't have the best reputation around the local villages, I meant it. Generations later, and even still, there are people who would try to make a mockery out of me just because of where I live and who my family is. Oh, it's just so disheartening to think that I'm being punished for choices that not only did I not approve of, but also choices that I didn't make. My family did many terrible things that I didn't approve of. I opposed them so strongly that I feared at many points that I might be disowned from them completely. A lot of good that did me. As long as people in these villages know my heritage, there will always be those who will try to make my life more difficult. I suppose that's just the way that humans have always been. Judgmental and eager to hold on to grudges. To a certain extent, I can't say that I blame them. Even though I didn't participate in the actions which made them come to detest my family, I'm sure that my family did cause a lot of people a lot of struggling and turmoil with how they chose to live their life. If someone came into my life and they were related to someone who caused me or my loved ones a lot of pain and suffering, I suppose that I would be wary of them as well. I don't know that I could ever bring myself to be as cruel as they are, though. Even if they had hurt me or someone close to me. I just don't see the point in repaying cruelty with more cruelty, you know? That's the kind of thing that caused my family so much misery in the first place. Greed and malice do nothing but eat away at and destroy all signs of kindness. For me, there is no greater tragedy. I don't believe that one should lose their humanity, no matter how badly the world has treated them. I know that may not be the easiest thing to hold on to. Especially when it seems like the world and the people in it are determined to keep you disheartened and to use you for their own selfish gain. I know that I can't speak for the heart of other people, but it certainly is my wish that no one would ever suffer so much heartbreak, that they would lose their compassion and humanity for their fellow man. After all, it's when people lose their humanity that they continue the cycle of the hurt and the blame. It would take quite an enormous change for the world to right itself again. Perhaps a change that might never happen. But the least that I can do is not reciprocate all of the anger and cruelty that they show me with more anger and cruelty. Then no one learns anything of value, and the cycle of bitterness will just continue. Instead, I do my best to understand why they feel the way that they do, and I try my best to prove that I'm not like the people that hurt them. I don't really expect anyone else to feel the same way that I do. It's certainly not the normal reaction to being wronged by another person. It's just what I would like to see for the world and the people in it. Sometimes it seems like the most terrifying part of monsters is actually their human nature. What do I mean by that? Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking about how terrible some of the things that I've seen are. Such terrible, awful things. Yet somehow, I still feel like all people have the ability to be good and kind. It's kind of funny in a way. The people of the villages see me and my family as some sort of monsters. But in reality, I'm probably more concerned about their well-being than I am of my own. But please, don't worry about me. I'll be perfectly okay. However, I am a little exhausted from this whole ordeal. When we get home, maybe you wouldn't mind helping me prepare a meal for dinner? I'm starting to feel a bit faint. We should be home soon. Maybe in a few days we can go back into town and try to get the supplies that we weren't able to pick up today. Or maybe I should just let you do all the talking. They didn't seem to be bothered when they saw you come into the shop. Maybe you really will be the secret weapon that will make my life so much easier. That would certainly be something to celebrate. I can never thank you enough for accepting this position as my companion. I'll be sure to do my best to make it as pleasant of an experience as I possibly can.